Yo, what is up, people? It's a good day, and today's motto is "Fail, don't quit." Now, I heard this from Hunter, and I at first didn't know what it meant, but after thinking about it for a couple minutes, couple seconds, I love this quote. Basically, the difference between failing and quitting is it's a big difference. When you see people quitting, that means they had something left in the tank. They had more to give. They didn't finish the race. When you see people fail, and honestly, I prefer to meet a failure. I would prefer to have a failure in my quarter over a quitter. And the reason being is a person who failed gave it their all. They put their everything into it, and they weren't afraid to, reach that end point and not actually reach their goal. And that's what we're doing in life. That's what we're doing in the gym today. We're failing over and over again and hoping to learn, grow, and achieve something through that failure. So throughout this week, whatever it is you're doing, I hope you fail at it, so that we grow and grow and grow. And once we get to that point where we're ready for that ultimate goal, you've learned enough, you've achieved enough to actually um, reach it. And yeah, let's get it. All right, nice, nice. We're starting with a flat press today. Now, to be quite honest with you, chest is a strong point for me, so I can be a less picky with my exercise selection. But to be quite honest with you, for most people, I don't think a flat press is really something that needs to be programmed in there. Um, I would rather have someone do like they vary their stuff between like a low incline and a high incline press. I think for most people that's gonna be best, especially when you factor in someone's rib cage and when they're rotating like this. A flat press actually becomes more of a decline press compared to you being at a neutral spine. I don't see people usually doing a neutral spine when they're pressing. They're usually up here, and when you raise it up, that becomes a decline. So when you're thinking you're doing a flat press, most likely you're doing a decline press. When you're doing an incline press, depending on the angle, you're most likely doing a flat press, and that's why your upper chest sucks because you're not doing what you think you're doing. So be aware of that. Pay attention to how things feel, right? So most people, like I said, you probably want to prioritize an incline. Most people are still doing bro splits. I don't think that's the best way to do things. But if you're doing a bro split, definitely do like a low incline and a higher incline press to really, really nail in that chest. If you're like me, you're training chest at least twice a week. Do the same thing. But yeah, yeah, definitely think about that when you're pressing. I had a phase where I listened to a whole bunch of Disney music. That was great. Some Hercules soundtrack and fucking Tarzan with what's his name? Phil.
Phil Collins.
Yeah, yeah, that was fantastic.
You don't have phases. I have a reggae phase.
Reggae, yeah, I mix it. They're like, I feel.
Iration and what's that other band actually? Revolution. Revolution. They're really good.
So I'll mix it up. For all the injuries, I like to watch. Forget his name. God damn it, Justyn Shier's workouts because we use a lot of the same equipment. Ah. And I was actually pretty close to him in weight, but now since I've been kind of like, shit, I haven't been able to push myself like I want to. Like I've been seeing his weights and then like way more than I could do now. So I'm a little disappointed. So that's the goal is to get back to Justyn Shier numbers. So we're getting there. I'm actually curious. Oh look, I did Hunter's weight on the last for a while ago. Let's see what he's doing now. He got 4 plates, but it's his last movement, so not the same. But whatever. We're doing 5 1/4. Yep. 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 Whew. That was nice. Heavy the whole time, to be honest with you. But next week we'll go up a bit. We got 9. I think we'll add maybe a 5 or probably like a 5 to each side and go from there. This comes off. I got so for the next exercise, we got this single arm row. Yep. Yep. Nice. All right, guys. So moving on to the second movement, I like to alternate like this, just to keep some energy in the tank when I'm doing going back and forth like this. Get a little bit more effective reps in. Uh, Single arm rows. There's a couple reasons why I chose this machine, and I'm doing it in this manner. So one thing you'll notice is I'm only doing one arm at a time. A couple reasons is one, the reason why I'm putting my arm here is to change the resistance curve of this machine so that it's heavier at the bottom, a little lighter at the top, so it matches the strength profile of my own body. The reason why I have the leg like I do too is a bit more stability as opposed to having the other leg going. I have same leg, same arm when I row. And lastly, I'm doing it one arm at a time because um, there's a lot of things neurologically that like your body can and can't handle. And if you can test this out yourself when you're doing curls, curl both arms at a time. Then once you can't get any more reps in, try to do one arm at a time. I guarantee you get 1 or 2 extra reps. And so the thought process is your mind can only tolerate so much stress at a particular time. And the way you can tolerate a little bit more mentally is by doing one side at a time. And you should be able to get a little bit more growth from that. Learned that from Mr. Paul Carter. Add a bit more to 10. A little bit heavier.
So you could have just put a plate, right?
I guess so. Maybe right.
All right. 4. That looks nice. 1 and 2. All right, time to lift. Whew. Yep. Oh. Yep. Oh, oh my God. It takes so much energy just to hold my body in place. All right, guys, so next up, we're doing incline flies. We all love flies. Nothing too crazy about it. Over the course of the entire week, I'm doing about 4 sets for upper chest, 2 with this exercise, and then my other upper day, we're doing 2 incline Smith fly, 2 incline Smith presses to kind of cover all our bases when it comes to upper chest. So, yeah, there's nothing fancy about this one. It's not my favorite bench for it. If you have something a little bit thinner, it would be better. And even if you have one of those half foam rollers, if you could put that on there and make it so that it's not moving around too much, it can add a little bit of range of motion and let your scapula move a little bit more freely as you get into that deep stretch as you come up. But we don't have that here today, but we're gonna get it done either way. We're gonna move up and hit our top set. Whew. Three, 2, yep. Up. Up. Drop. Well, that's heavy. We're gonna go a little lighter on the next one. Like 55. Yeah, do that. Yep. 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 All right, guys. So, last exercise for back is going to be the wide grip pull-ups. Shout out to Flex Grips. The company's owned by a local classic physique pro. And the reason I like this is because a lot of times when I have a very like static bar where I can't like adjust my grip and stuff like that, I end up with joint issues. So this allows a little bit of freedom. So when I go out through the movement, if I need to turn anything a certain way for like my joints, my wrist to feel better or my elbow to feel better, shoulder to feel better, I can. And I love it. And if, let's say for instance, it kind of really adds to a gym or adds to your arsenal. If you only have a wide grip bar, now you have a wide grip that's neutral, close grip, wide grip. So it's a pretty cool little device he's made, and it feels. Whew. It's like a weird burn, like a burn I'm not used to. Like muscles waking up that haven't been touched in a long time. I think some people know what I mean. It's not a normal pump like burn. It's like a weird new sensation. I know a lot of people have gotten away from wide grips. For lats, I still think they're a great movement. Now, I keep up with a lot of the science, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't understand everything when it comes to moment arms and um, internal leverage to the the fullest extent. But I do know who's smart and who's not. And yeah, wide grip pull downs are still a very good movement to do for your lats. So I've been really loving it, adding back in. So I'll have this on one day. I'll still have the single arm pull down in on another day. But definitely, if you can, especially if you're doing twice a week, incorporate both into your program. As you can see throughout my programming now, I'm doing a single arm pull down, and today I did the single arm row. And yeah, I definitely like to kind of add that variety in there where I'm doing unilateral and bilateral work on certain movements. I'll do that on back day. You'll also see me doing that with arms. You'll also see me doing that with legs. Pretty much everything except chest. But if you want to do it for chest, you can too. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of the thought process with this split so far. All right, some arms. So like my arms and shoulders are lacking quite a bit. So yeah, we're gonna focus. We're gonna get some more working on those. Only thing I did was add a set for each. So I was doing one. I think the first month I've been back. Now we're adding a set because they're finally recovering to a point where like, okay, I can handle a little bit more. Yep. 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 Pro tip: this is not actually at the bottom peg. I could probably even raise it by one. Ideally, you want that cable when you're at the bottom to be like at a 90 degrees. So the rope ends here. Rope should go like directly back. So I probably could raise it by one. Get a little bit better, a little bit more stimulus out of it, but it's fine for now. I may change it next week, but you'll feel a big difference too. And a lot of times with this resistance curve stuff, it's gonna feel weird, especially if you're not used to it. Um, it'll feel really light at the top here, but give it a few reps because once your muscles actually start to fatigue, then it'll feel just right. And those last few reps, they'll they'll be tough, but as you can see, you could power through it all the way up because that's what the ideal thing is. Those last few reps are the stimulating reps, the effective reps, the reps that help you grow. And if you ever get more of those in a, what's the word I'm looking for? More of those reps in a standardized method or standardized way, it's better in the long term for like tracking. So that's my thought process behind it. Yo, yep, that does feel better. Yeah. Nice. All right, guys, that was the workout for today. Very, very happy with the progress so far. Um, I took a critical look at myself, as everybody should, every bodybuilder should, and saw that I really wanted to bring up the delts and the arms. And so we added in one set of thighs, one set of triceps, and one set of uh, side delts and rear delts per day. So that's an increase of like 2 sets per week, if you're curious. For right now, we'll see how that goes. I know a lot of people are saying, like, "Oh, 2 sets of, per exercise is nothing," but that's a 100% increase, and they're already growing pretty good. So just think of it that way. I've really been loving the upper lower split. If you guys have been following me for a while, I've always been a fan of the lower volume. Ever since getting with Joe. For the most of my career, I've done a push pull legs variation. Usually push pull legs, rest, push pull rest. But this has been fantastic. Joe was also really liking the split. He's been sending me posts about it. He says he's gonna hop in and give me some tips and some tricks to kind of make it better. So as soon as he sends that over, I'll let you guys know what he sent me. But in the meantime, if you guys are interested in joining in on the program, I have the link below to join the training group. You guys can send me training videos, asking questions there, 24/7. You'll have my attention. And if you guys are interested in posing, I also have a group for that. So until next time, don't fucking quit, fail, and we'll see you soon. Peace.